We're talking about trading, folks, and how you can become a better trader. And this is really one of those things where people ask me all the time, what can I do to become a better trader? Do you offer any courses? Will you train me one-on-one? And folks, this is something that I wish I could do at a super high level other than my YouTube channel. Now, this is why you should subscribe to this YouTube channel and like the video, right? Because when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, when I'm breaking down TA on YouTube, and there's absolutely hundreds and hundreds of videos of me breaking down technical analysis on a chart, guess what? I'm an open book. You can get inside my head if you study my thought process, things like that. When you're breaking down a chart, you can see my thought process on where price action is going to go. You can see my thought process on patterns and things like that. And everybody's experience is going to be different in how they absorb that data. Now, I am trying to put together some sort of course, but hear me out. This course I want to make as free as possible for the people. I could go ahead and charge a lot of money for some course that I put together, but at the end of the day, I created this YouTube channel to help people understand the markets. I'm not a financial advisor, anything like that. So you guys have to keep all that in mind. But I can guarantee you, I will outtrade anybody on Wall Street at any time in any market. I can guarantee you that. But this is a whole nother subject. But getting back to this whole scene of trying to absolutely empower somebody to become a super successful trader with an extremely high percentage rate like mine since April 1st, folks. You know, I'm 25 for 25 trades, wins. I've not lost. This is not something that's uncommon to me. I don't talk about my trading on a personal level that much on this channel because guess what? I know it's freaking good. And I know that if I start gloating about this type of thing, you know, you're basically an asshole, right? And I definitely don't want to start... You know, I definitely don't want people making trades based off my trades. You know, and there's simple reasons for that because, you know, we might spot some setup on a chart or something like that, but when the video ends, it's like the bait gets cut, right? You don't know when I'm selling. You don't know when other people are selling. You might not be skilled enough to interpret a chart to know when to sell, and things could go south really fast and it could get really bad. That is exactly why I say that this is not financial or trading advice whatsoever. And I mean that because I understand, you know, those types of risks. But when we start talking about the basic fundamentals of how you can become a better trader, this is like a college degree, folks. And the thing is, if you stick on YouTube, it's not going to cost you a penny other than your time, which you're probably sitting around on your phone scrolling through TikTok, something like that. You guys need to understand that you need to put in the time learning about different ways to analyze the market. It's like mathematics, right? There's all sorts of different ways we can arrive at one number. And in trading is a lot like that. I mean, trading is a lot of mathematics involved. There's a lot of different ways we can use these charts and indicators and all this other garbage to arrive at similar objections about where the price is going to land. You know, when it comes down to it, folks, if I had to sit back and tell somebody that wants to really improve their trading skills, this is what I would absolutely recommend. I would recommend, number one, you paper trade. You do not use your own money until you can get to that win rate, you know, 90+% above. and it's consistent. 80% above, and it's consistent, right? Now, you need to learn that when you switch over to real money, because we're all in this to make that money, baby. And when you switch over to money, real money, your emotions can really start to fluctuate and become real. So the second thing that I would suggest is the ability to master your emotions when it comes to the markets. Being able to handle that, folks, is one of the biggest challenges for people. A lot of people will see a little red loss and they'll decide to sell, and then the crypto will, or the asset will start pumping the other way, and they've just lost their ass. So when we look at that emotional state, you need to make sure that you're able to actually control your emotions in and out of a trade. Are you patient? Are you patient enough to wait for a trade to fulfill? Now, patience is perhaps one of the biggest things that I absolutely struggle with as a trader still. But a lot of my patience pays off, because I will see a pattern, a nice pattern, develop. And I'll just show you guys something here. Really, I opened up a Robinhood account, right? And on my open chat group, which actually, if you're looking to make some motherfucking money, you can join my open chat group, folks, and win 50 ICP just by joining my open chat group. That's all you got to do is join. Create a internet identity on the internet computer, and then just join. We have a program called the Trade Tank, where traders come together to discuss ideas and all that other nonsense. But it's an interesting thing when we start talking about patience, right? It's definitely a very valuable asset in trading, because I notified all the people about this potential pump on the Voyager Therapeutics little biopharma stock, right? And I told everybody about this back in March. I believe it was March 9th. So things were right about in here, somewhere in here. And I was telling people that we might have an opportunity for a nice ascending triangle. But guess what? I also told them that this could be a longer term play, like a month or two play. And, lo and behold, I picked up a few call options contracts. And really, folks, patience grew this account by 69%. And I just freaking love that I was able to sell off at 69%, right? So I made 69% return of $308 on about $440 investment. So I did pretty well for myself on this trade. But guess what, folks? I had to wait. I had to practice patience. I couldn't tell you how many times that I was about ready to cut bait and get my $450 back or less. I thought about it, folks, but I was patient because I knew what was going on. There was a significant rising wedge that was forming, and I understood this, right? So once you get to this certain point of your trading abilities where you can trust your gut on patterns like this, you just have to be patient and wait. I would not recommend options trading to any new person at all, because what happens when contracts expire for options trading, you lose your money and all of your investments. So there is a big failure rate for newbies trying to trade options, right? So patience is a virtue. It really is a virtue. Now, the last thing I'm going to talk about is, and it kind of ties into these emotional states that I was talking about, but, really don't chase the trends. I don't chase trends. Everybody else is talking about Pepe coin. I haven't touched it. I don't mess with that stuff. That's gambling, folks. Don't gamble. You see something taking off in the news, guess what? They want you as exit liquidity. So don't chase big old green candles. The party's already started. The boat's already left without you. They want you to swim to the dock from the dock and catch up to that boat. And guess what's going to happen? You're going to fucking drown. It is what it is. So when we look at that, those are some very core values that people need to absorb, and they need to beat in their head. They need to change your entire thought process, literally, and it can be done to acclimate to a certain style of trading. And really, when it comes down to it, I would say that when we leave all that stuff on the side, some of the most beneficial things that I found in my trading career has really been from some fine Japanese trading styles. Okay? Now, this might not work for you, but I'm an Ichimoku Cloud trader, right? So I love the Ichimoku Cloud. And the Ichimoku Cloud was developed by a gentleman over in Japan who I believe was a news reporter or something like that. And this guy was able to study the financial markets as a part of his job. And what he did was create this Ichimoku Cloud to help investors understand which way the momentum of the market and things like that were. When we start talking about other things that I use to be successful as a trader, Heikin Ashi candlesticks, again, another Japanese form of trading. I won't get into that. This is not a video about, the history of this stuff. Heikin Ashi candlesticks. Tell me what looks cleaner, this right here, or if we go to a regular candlestick chart, this looks like a chart that's on methamphetamine, folks. I cannot stand the disorganization of something like this. This looks like absolute shit. So when, look at that. Look how much fucking cleaner this chart is. So when we start looking at different ways to improve your experience while trading, you have to hone in on what's most beneficial to you. And I am very simple, folks. I am very simple. I like the RSI, right? I love the RSI. I love the fact that I am very successful at using the 50 moving average and 200 moving average, the Ichimoku Cloud, and Heikin Ashi candlesticks. That's it. That's all I use, folks. And really, when it comes down to it, I'm a very simple, cutthroat trader. And I operate off these very, very low-key style of indicators and things like that. I don't overdo it, but I have this perfect concoction that works for me. And it might not work for you. And when you start to blend all this stuff together, you are going to want to start adding to your trading tool bag, folks. And you're going to want to study patterns. You're going to want to study harmonics. You're going to want to study Fibonacci. You're going to want to study shift. You're going to want to study all that. Once you master every single thing that there is to each component, like Fibonacci, you've got Fibonacci extensions, you got Fibonacci retracements, you got Fibonacci channels. Learn all about that. Learn about all the different points of Fibonacci, like the golden ratio and things like that. Once you've mastered all that and understand how that works in a chart, then you can move on to the next thing. learning patterns, know all the bullish patterns, know ascending triangles, know descending triangles. What's a symmetrical triangle? Bull flag. You know, what the fuck is a bull pennant? You guys got to learn all this stuff. You got to learn about, you know, all these crazy patterns that develop on these charts, develop out in nature and things like that. And this is a very semi-reliable way of knowing where these markets are going, things like that. So just expanding your knowledge of certain tools like that will go a long way. And, you know, I just want to go out there and say that, you know, if you guys have any questions or anything like that, in the description, in the pinned comment, just go ahead and hop into the trade tank. That is where I am at. If you've got a question about maybe a chart I did, or maybe a question on something you're looking at, just drop a line in the trade tank and we'll break it down. You know, it's not financial or trading advice, but as a community, we can take a peek at it, right? Because we're all here to make some motherfucking money at the end of the day, right? So with that said, folks, I am rambling on right now, and I need to create another video for you guys to watch. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this little commentary on, you know, what it takes to become a good trader. If you guys want me to fire up a series or something like that, I've been kind of thinking about maybe throwing together something that I can add on to the ends of my videos or something like that, where it'll be like a minute of Fibonacci extensions explained or something like that. Now, let me know if that's something that you guys would be interested in, or you know, worth sticking around toward the end of the video for. So I love you all. We'll see you guys all in the next video. Want a chance to win 50 ICP? That is right, folks. Join the trade tank. Join the trade tank. There is no participation. There is no purchase necessary. All you got to do is join by clicking the link in the description or the pinned comment. And the trade tank is a community, folks, dedicated to trading the markets. Doesn't matter if it's Forex. Doesn't matter if it's futures. Doesn't matter, folks, if it's options or crypto trading. We want you in the trade tank. And if you don't have an internet identity, because the trade tank is built upon Dfinity's internet computer, you could go ahead and create one, and that will allow you to seamlessly navigate through the ICP ecosystem. You might as well check it out while you're there. So trade tank, folks, that's where you want to be. All you got to do is enter for a chance to win the grand prize of 50 ICP, which we will be giving away once the trade tank hits 500 members. So I love you all. We'll see you in the trade tank.